Hi, welcome to this demo video for Cool Language Support, a language support implementation for the Classroom Object-Oriented language. The Classroom Object-Oriented language is a simplified programming language designed by LSA and Stanford University for the teaching of undergraduate compiler classes. It is very good for teaching programming language and compiler, but it is hard for the beginners because there is no language support available for it. And let's imagine we live in a world without language support. Here we have two identical code snippets, one with language support, one without. And as you can see from the snippet on the right, we have a small typo at the line 7. A small issue like this might take several minutes or even hours for you to debug. And this example kind of showcases the importance of language support. And to address this issue, we have created the Cool Language Support, which is a Visual Studio Code extension that provides language supporting features for Cool. The features it provides includes syntax highlighting, auto-completion, static analysis, and error reporting. To implement this extension, we actually used something called the language server protocol, and it is invented by Microsoft. It decouples the editor and the language supporting features. It packs all those language supporting features into a language server and have the editor request for the supporting features through the language server protocol. This is actually a very genius design because now you can extend your editor by implementing a new language server that provides additional features. Here is an overview of our extension. At the left, we have the editor, which provides a graphic interface for the users to use. And in the middle, we have our extension. And this extension actually have two individual processes. One is the language client, and the other is the language server. These two works together to implement the language server protocol. How it works is that the language client will have access and control over the editor. It can control like the displaying of the error messages, while the language server, in this case, serves as a proxy for our Cool interpreter. At the right, we have the Cool interpreter, which in this case provides static analysis feature for our extension. Whenever a Cool source file is opened in the editor, the language client will be notified, and it will retrieve the content of that source file and send it to the language server. And the language server will then forward that content to our Cool interpreter for static analysis. And if any error is reported by the interpreter, the language server will send it back to the language client, which will then parse the message and display the error message using the API. It's time for a little demo. So right here, we have opened an empty Cool source file, and our extension is installed and running here. Let's start off by creating a Hello World example. So the first step is to create an entry method for our program. So let's type in main and use the auto-completion feature of our extension. So after the assertion, we have this main method here, and our cursor is moved to the body of that method. So now let's create an object of type IO, which stands for input and output. This is the only class in Cool that implements the input-output functions. So we'll use the built-in function called outString to print the hello world. And you can see for some reason it's giving an error message. Now let's take a look. So it says IO does not conform to int in method main. So this is because here we defined our main method to return an integer value, but in the body, this outString method actually returns the object itself, which is of type IO. The way we fix it is simply change the signature of our main method from returning integer to returning object. And now the issue is fixed, and it is because the object class is the root of inheritance in Cool, and every other class are the subclasses of class object in this case. And now I want to make it longer, so let's first make a code block. The code block in Cool is an expression that contains many other expressions. So here I'll just paste our hello world here and create another variable called num or number, right? And it's of type integer, and let's assign an initialization value for it, which is 0. And in the body, let's make a while loop. And if number is smaller than 10, number, we assign number a new value, which is number plus 1. And well, as you can see, it's not giving me any error message, which means our code is correct. And all the structures and keywords and class names are highlighted in a different color. Like for example, the control flow keywords are marked in purple and the class names are marked in green. The constants are also assigned different color. And this is our demo. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.